Today I'm renovating the last Bloxburg starter house into a modern home. So far on this channel, I've renovated 5 of the starter houses. And today we are doing the last one, which is this. So I'm really excited for this one. So let's just go and buy the house. So the one we're getting today is actually quite expensive. It's called the Classic Family Home and it's 75k. And here we are. Before I renovate starter houses, I always like to give a tour. And guys, I haven't looked around this house, I don't think ever. And oh my gosh, why is that window so high up? As we first walk in, oh my gosh, why does starter houses never have lights? All right, let's try that again. So as you walk in, we have a hallway. It's very bland in here. Anyway, to the left, oh my gosh, we have a very scary looking living room. And why do they make the room so big, but there's like nothing in them? Then through this door, oh, this carpet, it's like red grass. That is horrifying. You get like a library in your bedroom. And then I'm guessing over here's a bathroom. And then over on the other side, we have what looks like the kitchen, which is very open plan actually. Then what's through here? Is there like, oh, what? Why is there just a random door here into nothing? But yeah, guys, as you can see, this house needs major help. So let's jump straight into fixing it. So as usual, I'm going to be getting rid of all these random trees. But to be fair, I do like the idea of this driveway. It's just, I don't know why they put it at this such an awkward angle. So let's just fix the shape of this up a little bit. And then obviously change it from this like jungle rock. But I think we'll make this a relatively dark grey because for the vibe of this house, as you can see, it's more darker. So I'm going to make it a darker modern with like greys and blacks. And the reason I made this cool circle shape is so we can get a water fountain because come on guys, this is the last renovation. We need to up our game. Anyway, we'll come back to the driveway and stuff. But why does every starter house have this roof? It's going. Now, as I always say in my renovations, I never change the layout. The only thing I'm changing today is I'm going to knock down this one wall because this corridor here is just the most pointless thing in the whole entire world. And all of this 2016 furniture is going. And now that I'm looking at the empty shell of this starter house, I'm thinking that this is actually like bigger than the starter mansion and it's like half the price. Next step is this flooring. Goodbye. We don't want grass in our house, okay? And now we need to get rid of these windows. I'm sorry, what are these? Are we in a prison or something in this house? And what is with the random lights just everywhere? I didn't put that there. But yeah, I don't want to shade this house too much. It's not too bad. Now we need to decide what colors we want the house to be before we replace the windows. Now I do normally use brick just because brick's like literally the best texture in Bloxburg, guys. And now we need to do roofs. So my favorite roofs to do are these ones, guys. You know that by now. And I'm thinking maybe we could have one like going sideways back into the garage. That actually looks kind of cool. And then over on this part, we'll just go old school with a little like suburban roof kind of thing. And now let's replace these vampire lanterns with something a little bit more modern. And the same with this front door actually. And oh my gosh, there's like a little mini garden in here. That's actually kind of cute. I think actually we'll make this whole bit like a front garden. And doesn't that look cute? And the reason I've left this wall blank is obviously for windows and doors, which is now time to add. And apparently I accidentally deleted the driveway. But anyway, yeah, garage doors. There's actually only a couple of modern ones. And this one is my favorite. I still think Bloxburg should make it so you can put windows in roofs because how helpful would that be? But this front wall here is begging for these windows. And bear in mind, it will look so much better when it's looking into like a modern room. Looks better already. Then I think resizing some of these could look nice if we had maybe like 3 along here. So like a custom big bedroom window. And then I'm going to use a little building hack where you actually use doors as windows. And how fancy is that bedroom going to look with that modern window? And now let me just put the rest of the windows all around the house. Now we need to fix these crazy wallpaper colors. So I'm thinking the base color should maybe be like a gray like this. And now we are really getting towards the modern vibe. And the last thing we need to change before decorating is these doors. Like these aren't even colored, guys, or textured. The only modern doors are these ones or these ones. And we all know which one is better. But now we can start decorating and we all know what we're starting with, guys. The kitchen, which is perfect for this room. I'm thinking a massive kitchen over here, then like a big long dining area. So something that I'm going to be making a lot of use of in this house is decals. So I'm going to put some on the side here and I'm going to put like marble behind the counters. But first, we've actually got to place the counters down. And as usual, I'm going to put a massive unit because modern houses always have these. Because we're going to have such a massive dining room, I feel like the island doesn't need to be too big. And now's the most important thing we need to decide, which is the color scheme. And I'm thinking we go for a really, really dark gray because I feel like we always make our kitchen so like modern and white. Anyway, it's now time to put the appliances in, like these ovens and stuff. And I'm thinking we give the appliances a little bit of a lighter gray just to brighten up the kitchen. We'll then put the stools in, and I'm going to use these ones because I know these are still kind of old style, but they look so good. Anyway, now my favorite part is decorating like the kitchen with actual things. So a fruit bowl. Here is where our wallpaper is going to come in. So we'll put some there, and I'll replace that to marble when we do the tour. Now, I don't really know what to do with this little space here. So I'm going to move on to the dining table, and then we will decide. So this dining table, guys, is going to be epic. We're going to use like multiple of these. And as you can see, we've now got this massive dining table, which I'm pretty sure is in the middle. But the big question is, guys, do I feel like laying this table? You know what? I actually do. I'm going to give it a couple of placemats. And now it's time to add the chairs. So if we went to add normal chairs, they'd look silly, I think, at this table because it's so big. So we're going to go into comfort and get some armchairs. These are absolutely perfect. These are so modern. Oh, that looks beautiful. It does look a little bit like a meeting table, but that's absolutely fine. We need something to go in the middle here. And I've realized the texture we picked for the walls literally just looks like the default color, doesn't it? So we're gonna just change the color a little bit. Now we're gonna go into storage and grab some dressers. That looks so cool with like the marble drawers on it. A bit of advice, if you want to make your room look like it's all matching, then use plants and just put the plants on every surface. Like we can even put one of these plants over here and it will just like tie the room together. Anyway, then I'm gonna add some table lamps onto here as well. And I'm gonna put one of these tables on each side, and then we'll get some more of these plants out and dot these around the room. And the reason I'm not absolutely crowding this place is because I want it to look as minimalistic as possible. And guys, I've just realized this is like my first kitchen that I haven't added like a big island in the middle. I just don't feel like it's necessary, to be honest. The only thing I can really think to do with this big space here is maybe add a little carpet. Then on said carpet, we can put a square table, and on this we can put an arrangement of vases or vases, however you say it. And now all we have to do in the kitchen is the lights. So I know exactly what lights I'm using for the dining table. These ones. That looks so good. We should probably use some pendants on the island. And then to try and blend these lights in with the ceiling, I'm going to use a basic shape again. And yes, I think that is now the modern kitchen done. So I think I'm going to move on to this hallway now, mainly because I don't think it will take long at all. First things first, we'll just put like a cabinet here. I was thinking of maybe making this into like a laundry room, considering it's right by the kitchen, it's going into the garage. It sort of seems like the perfect idea. So we're gonna get a cabinet which is used for fridges. These are actually like perfect for the washing machines. And then to cover up these gaps in the side, we can just use basic shapes. Anyway, then what else would they have in a laundry room? I'm thinking maybe a big sink, and maybe underneath it actually we could put a couple of laundry baskets. Then we need the most iconic item in Bloxburg, the mop and broom. Then over in this corner we can have our little ironing board. And just because we are so vain, guys, we can put a big mirror here so we can look at ourselves while we're doing laundry. And just above Sinky over here, we can have some shelves. And I'm feeling like we should probably have a bit of marble tiling in here as well. And I'm sorry, but how good does that look with the marble? But yes, now we have the garage, which I always think garages are literally the most basic rooms to do. And I feel like some garages have like, not kitchens in them, but like they have freezers and stuff. So I'm going to put freezers, then like this little sink unit. And then just to make everyone happy, I will add some LED lights. And then let's see, do I have a car in my inventory? Yes, this is going to be the car. But I suppose we can give the garage a bit of Shazam with these lights. But yeah, that is now this whole side of the house done. So we have this side, which I'm thinking is going to be like the living area, and then obviously the massive bedroom. And I'm actually so excited to do the bedroom. I might do this before the lounge. I know it's a random order, but who cares? So first of all, I'm thinking we get rid of this like closet thing. And then I'm thinking we make the bathroom a little bit bigger. And then along here can be like like built-in wardrobes. Trust me, guys, you'll see. I'm so bad at explaining things, but when it's done, it will look amazing. So the bed I want to use is this one. I know it looks kind of basic, but it has these really cool shelves. So we'll give it these nicer textures. And you guys know the drill off by heart by now. We're going to get our pillows and we're going to place them down and apparently make a song out of it. And would you look at that bed? I'm so proud of that. But next up is some bedside lamps and then maybe like a vase to put some flowers next to them. Anyway, the reason we've put the bed opposite this wall is because we're going to have a TV stand. I'm going to use a flat screen one because obviously we still need to be able to walk through here. And I would love to put like a fireplace underneath here, but I just think then there's not really enough room. So instead, I'm going to add this tiny little bench underneath there. And then I'm going to put a marble decal here because look how cool that looks. And sorry, I keep bursting into song. I'm loving this house. But yeah, just before we move on to the built-in closet, I'm going to go and get one of these reclining chairs. And also, I've just realized we haven't colored the walls at all in here. So I'm thinking we go like full dark gray vibes. Anyway, this wall here is in desperate need of a bookshelf. And we'll also put some of these plants as well. And yeah, I don't want to overcrowd that area. So let's now move over to here, which is where our wardrobe space is going to be. So the wardrobes are going to be here right as you walk in. So it's going to be kind of like you walk through a closet to get into the bedroom, which I know seems strange, but I think it's quite a unique and cool idea. Anyway, we'll put a little ottoman down there, and then we use like these pendant lights. That looks beautiful. And how cool is it that you walk through that? That's like the entryway. Then over here, I'm thinking could be a good office area. So let me quickly decorate this desk. Oh my gosh, that is so simple, but so effective. That actually looks so cute. But we are not done with this bedroom yet. We now have the bathroom. So half the bathroom is going to be this wooden texture and the other half is going to be marble, but it's easier to add the items down before the wallpaper. So I'm thinking this is the perfect option for this bathroom, like a white and black themed bath and shower. Then we're going to borrow some of these counters that we used in the garage, and we're going to use these sinks in the bathroom. That looks so cool already. We're going to use modern cabinets again, but this time they're going to have windows in them, and then we should put stuff inside them. And actually, wait, if you open them, I think it's easier. So I've just opened one, so rather than struggling to fit this stuff in, now we can do it super easily. And then obviously the most important part is the toilet. So what's like the most expensive modern one? I think it's this. And I've actually just added a very small wall in here, obviously not with the speakers, just so it's like separating the sink area from the wash area. Then we'll put some plants opposite the toilet so you get sort of a nice view. And now the last step is to add all of these marble decals, and that is the bathroom done. This place looks incredible, I think. And now we've just got the one main room left to do, which is sort of the open plan living area. First of all, we should probably put one of these cabinets in the entryway, and then on this we can put the essentials like keys. Then as per usual, I've added an umbrella stand and a hat stand, and that's the entrance done. Very, very simple, not really even a room. And then I think I'm going to use this as like the main TV stand. So we can borrow some of the books off of these bookshelves, and of course the big TV that we use. And I don't know why I didn't put windows all along this back wall, so let me ever so quickly do that. I think I would like to use these, but they just look so small in this room. So I'm thinking instead we should make some custom sofas using these bad boys. And I can't believe I just called these bad boys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, maybe seriously one of these each side. Then maybe like this cool curved one. That actually looks sick. And then we have to make the coffee table to end all other coffee tables in here. We'll make it light stone grey with a bit of dark grey wood on it. Oh my gosh, guys. I might actually move into this house and make it my new house, you know? But yeah, I've decided there's not actually that much light in this room, so we'll add some lamps here. I don't want to put anything against these windows apart from this one tiny little drawers. And now let's add these iconic lights, and then also just some standard ones. But that, guys, is the renovation of the starter house done. And oh my gosh, this, I know I say it every time, but this I think is my favorite one we've done. So first of all, outside we have like this little seating area, which I just added off camera. We have the driveway with this lovely fountain. And over here we have like a little garden outside the front door. And here is where we can enter. So we have a massive doorbell. I think this is meant for apartments, but I just thought it looked really cool. Then we can go through the massive front door and we walk straight into our living room. So this is one of my favorite rooms in the house. It's massive in here and it just looks so modern. And this is weirdly enough actually how you get into the bedroom. So you walk through a closet first of all, then you have a gorgeous view of like some rose bushes, the sun. Then over here we have our ensuite bathroom. So we have our sink area, our shower area, and this is one of my favorite bathrooms I've built like ever in Bloxburg. Over and across the other side of the house, we have basically the main area. So we have our kitchen. This literally looks like a Pinterest kitchen or something, doesn't it? And guys, don't worry, I did actually remember a sink last minute. Then here's our dining table. There's room for up to 10 people, even though there's only one bedroom. So all this room for just one person. Then through here, we have our little laundry room, which I actually think I made pretty good use of this space. And then last but not least, we have our garage, which is probably the simplest room in the house, but it does finish the house off really nicely. But yeah, that was me renovating the last starter house in Bloxburg. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit subscribe. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this, and I'll see you all next time.